Yeah, this is to welcome you to another episode of Personal Mastery Talk. My name is Duncan Gachuhi, and I wish to share one experience with you. And this is experience of my two uncles. I had two uncles, and you note that I'm referring them in past tense. When I was growing up, those two uncles were so bitter against each other, and they were fighting over a piece of land. And they continue fighting over this piece of land until they reached the age of 50. That is when they started dying, and one died and another died. And what I noted that in this family and their family, there is a sense of bitterness, and that bitterness spread up to their children. Ladies and gentlemen, I want us to talk about bitterness. What is bitterness? Bitterness is nothing more than the sharpness of taste. You feel sharp, you feel bitter, you feel anger, you feel disappointment, and you feel that the other person mistreated you and treated you unfairly. And in the course of time, you develop deep resentment. When you do this, my dear brothers and sisters, you poison yourself. You become a toxic person. And when you become a toxic person, this toxicity spreads up to your family members. Even today, as I am talking to you this morning, I've noted that even my cousins, the children of those uncles, even today they are bitter enemies. Ladies and gentlemen, resentment, if you become a person of bitterness and resentment, woe unto you, because you are not going to live a life that is yours. You will live an unhappy life, and you will live a life of pain and unhappiness. What are the main roots of this word bitterness? What are the main roots? The main roots are that one is that you refuse to agree with your brother or sister on certain issues. And in our context here, I'm talking so much about the issues of succession planning. The issue of land is a major issue in our society. And with that, what happens is that you find yourself even having imaginary conversation with yourself about the other person who you felt that did not treat you right. You find yourself replaying the action that he did against you continually. And when you see that person, you just become easily offended, and you develop negative emotions in your state of mind. So you become a negative person. What happens? You destroy your life. And many people are destroying their life through bitterness. So mine is to urge each one of us today is that avoid bitterness as much as possible in your life. And for you to get out of bitterness, the secret is nothing else than learning the power of forgiveness. Learn to forgive. But easier said than done. If you don't have the ability to learn to forgive, what do? What you do is that you allow yourself even to go and see a counselor, see a therapist, because we are told that a space that has unforgiveness and bitterness, that space cannot be filled by love. Allow yourself to live a life that is good and interesting. Don't allow yourself to leave this world and go out of this life unhappy. You see, I don't wish to share more, but my urge is that as much as possible, avoid being a bitter person. Learn to love, learn to be happy. And with that, I'm looking forward to meeting you in our next episode when we'll be sharing something different. Have a good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Thank you.